Hey Flock Nation, you won't believe what Jerry Jones said about Derrick Henry. After that amazing game where Henry dominated the Cowboys' defense, everyone was asking, why didn't the Cowboys go after him? And then Jerry came out with a response that left everyone shocked. There's more to this story, and I'm going to tell you everything. Stay until the end, because this explanation will help us understand better the impact that Henry can have on our season. Go Ravens! Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, got himself into a controversy that surprised a lot of people. After our Derrick Henry ran all over the Cowboys' defense in the last game, everyone wondered why the Dallas team didn't try to sign him. That's when Jones gave the following explanation. He said that the Cowboys didn't sign Henry because they couldn't afford him. But is that really the case? What's curious is that Henry signed with the Ravens for a very reasonable amount, which left many confused about Jones's justification. With a 2-year, $16 million contract, it seems like the Cowboys could have made a greater effort if they really wanted the running back. But according to Jones, that money was already committed to other players on the team. Now, the question remains whether it was really a financial issue or if Dallas simply didn't believe Henry would make such a big difference for their team. What we Ravens fans know for sure is that Henry is already making a huge impact and proving his worth. If Jerry Jones didn't want to bet on him, it seems like the Ravens are the real winners here. In the last game against the Cowboys, Derrick Henry showed why he is one of the best additions to the Ravens. With 151 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, he completely dominated the opposing defense. You could see the struggle the Cowboys had in trying to stop Henry, who always seemed to step ahead of the defense. It was a masterclass in running the ball. Henry not only broke tackles, but also controlled the pace of the game, opening up opportunities for Lamar Jackson to make his passing plays more comfortably. This kind of performance completely changes the dynamic of a game and shows how crucial he can be in key moments of the season. While the Cowboys were trying to find a way to stop Henry, the Ravens were making the most of every second he was on the field. This leads us to a question. Are the Cowboys regretting not making a greater effort to sign a player who clearly made a difference? When asked why the Cowboys didn't sign Derrick Henry, Jerry Jones was quick to say it was due to a tight budget. According to him, the team had already invested heavily in players like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, and bringing Henry in would further strain their finances. But does this explanation really convince? The fact is, Henry's contract with the Ravens wasn't outrageous, and the amount he agreed to seems fair for a running back of his caliber. So, why didn't Jones make this investment? Did he not believe Henry would make such a significant difference for the Dallas team? This question lingers, especially after the show Henry put on in the last game. On one side, the Ravens took a chance on Henry and are already seeing the results. On the other side, the Cowboys are struggling to justify why they let the opportunity to have such a high-caliber player slip away. Now, as the season unfolds, it seems Jones will have to answer more questions about this choice. After all, was it truly a matter of money, or was it a poorly calculated strategy? What Derrick Henry did against the Cowboys had every Ravens fan smiling. He completely dominated the game, accumulating 151 rushing yards and scoring 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys' defense seemed to have no answer for Henry's powerful runs, showing why he is one of the big weapons for the Ravens this season. You could see the impact he is bringing to our team with every play. While the Cowboys struggled to move the chains in their running game, Henry was doing the opposite, breaking tackles and advancing the field like a bulldozer. This just reinforces how right the Ravens were to invest in one of the best running backs in the league. With this type of performance, it's clear that Derrick Henry has everything to be the missing piece in our offense and take us even further this season. And if that performance was a nightmare for the Cowboys, for the Ravens, it's a reason to celebrate. Having a player like Henry on our roster changes the course of games, and his impact will be felt by many opponents throughout the year. This leads us to another important question. Why didn't the Cowboys, facing so many issues in their running game, make a greater effort to sign him? Now, Jerry Jones has said that the reason for not signing Derrick Henry was money. He mentioned that the Cowboys already had heavy financial commitments to other players like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and couldn't afford to pay for Henry. This might make sense from a distance, but when we look at the contract that Henry signed with the Ravens at a reasonable price, it's hard to understand this excuse. While the Cowboys struggle in their running game, and suffer from the absence of a star like Henry, the Ravens are reaping the benefits of a great decision. Our offense now has greater balance, and Lamar Jackson has more space to shine, with Henry paving the way. It's clear that this was one of the smartest signings of the season, and the impact is already showing on the field. It's interesting to see how financial decisions can affect a team's destiny. The Cowboys opted to invest heavily in their passing game, but left a gap in their running game. The Ravens, with Henry, have shown that balance between running and passing can make all the difference. Now, the lingering question is, does Jerry Jones still believe it was the best decision to let Henry slip away? The Ravens fans' reaction to Jerry Jones's comments and Derrick Henry's performance was simply electrifying. After the last game, where Henry dominated the Cowboys' defense, social media exploded with messages of support and celebration. Fans are thrilled with Henry's contribution to the offense, and many believe the Cowboys' decision not to sign him might have been a huge mistake. The hashtag #ThankYouRavens quickly gained traction, with supporters expressing their gratitude to the front office for acquiring such an incredible player. Moreover, Henry's impact on the field isn't just limited to yards and touchdowns. The energy he brings to the team is palpable and is boosting the squad's morale. Each impressive play by Henry strengthens the bond between him and Flock Nation. It's amazing to see how the crowd cheers for his performance, turning him into not just a player, but a true star in the hearts of the fans. This is crucial for the team's motivation and creates a vibrant atmosphere in the stadium. Now, the big question is, will this synergy between Derrick Henry and the fans turn into something even more special this season? The way he is playing could be a decisive factor in leading the Ravens to success, and everyone is eager to see how this story unfolds. As we wrap up today's video, it's clear that the comments made by Jerry Jones regarding Derrick Henry have sparked a lot of discussions among fans and analysts alike. For the Ravens, Henry has proven to be a game-changer, showcasing his incredible talent and determination on the field. His performance against the Cowboys is a testament to why he's considered one of the best in the league, and it's a reminder of the missed opportunity for Dallas. While Jerry Jones cites financial constraints, it's hard to ignore that Henry's relatively affordable contract with the Ravens raises questions about the Cowboys' decision-making. As we look at how effective Henry has been in revitalizing the Ravens' offense, it's evident that his presence not only strengthens our running game, but also opens up avenues for other players, like Lamar Jackson, to thrive. The synergy between Henry and the rest of the team creates a dynamic that could lead us deep into the playoffs. Now, as we move further into the season, the excitement surrounding Derrick Henry continues to grow. Will he be the key to unlocking even more victories for the Ravens? And how will this affect the ongoing narrative around the Cowboys' choices? We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Jerry Jones's statements? Do you think they reflect a deeper issue within the Cowboys organization? Share your opinions in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going as we rally behind our team. Go Ravens!